What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, for being subscribed. If you're not, hit that button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like button. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this reality chat. Candiace Diller-Bassett, she did an interview with Angela Yee on her podcast, Way Up with Angela Yee. And I listened to it the other day, and I wanted to play this little clip because it really did make me laugh. Angela was asking her about the lie that was exposed when this chick came out to say that she was having an affair with Candiace's husband, Chris, and how, she didn't believe it, but it did initially, you have questions because it's not like you're in the presence of this person 24 hours a day. So when stuff like that comes out, even though you know the person, it's not like you're not going to have like a question in your mind of, well, could this be true? And then you consider all of the details of everything, and then you said, no, it couldn't be true. But Angela asked her about the so-called green eye bandits when it came to this situation.
It was almost laughable.
Did you ever think about suing for defamation or even just to make a point? Because I don't know if she would have anything.
Exactly. Yes, for a second we did, but we're not litigious people at all. Like, I don't like the law. I don't want to have to go to court. Right.
Unless it's somebody forcing me to go.
Exactly. So that's just not our thing. And there have been many opportunities where we could have entertained suing lots of different people for defamation and other things. And it's just, for what? It's like, it's disturbing our peace.
Right.
And when we can just pray about it and know that God is covering us and it will pass.
All right. So maybe the most hurtful thing was how the other women on the show reacted.
For sure.
When this news broke, because you would want to know that you had the support of your friends, but it felt like it was nice fodder for.
It was absolutely fodder. Mm-hmm. Yes. Shout out to the Two Broke Girls podcast. Love y'all to death. They took the opportunity to make it a moment for content for their show.
And you and Robin had a pretty good relationship.
Yeah.
Up until then. And okay. So I can see why that can be hurtful, because sometimes when I watch the scenes and they're like, she cries on command, but there might be things that really did hurt you deeper than people might know.
No, yeah. One thing I will say is that I think more often than not, my reactions are misconstrued as anger when 98% of the time I'm hurt. And I'm a human. I respond in different ways than you do, or than anyone else in this room might, to adversity. When I'm hurt, I cry. When I'm angry, I cry. When I'm happy, I cry. That is my emotion of choice. That's what I'm programmed to do. So much of, especially the podcast stuff, and like even just the way that I could use Robin as an example, the way that she's chosen to kind of go about expressing herself as a whole this season with me has been really hurtful.
It feels like Robin's very defensive.
Incredibly.
With the situation with her husband, she doesn't really want to talk about it and address it. Now that that's her husband again. One.
Yes.
But it feels like she has a lot of things that maybe she's not dealing with. And then it's hard for her to hear about it from other people.
All right, I'm going to stop it right there because I don't really care about Robin and her relationship that she chooses to put on the show. And honestly, at this point, it's probably not even a choice. They have to, because they need the money. But anyway, when Candiace, shout out to the Two Broke Girls podcast, I was like, oh, yes, I'm here for it. Because it's honestly ridiculous that these two ladies, one of them used to be married to a pastor. And I don't think that Gizelle was much different in those days when she was a part of the church than she is on the show. No, she may not be cursing and drinking in the sanctuary of the church that she was the first lady of, quote unquote, but the nasty attitude, shutting people out, not speaking to people, just being rude and nasty. I definitely see that was who she was. Nothing has changed there. And as far as Robin goes and this friendship that Candiace says she feels hurt by Robin because she felt like they had a friendship, girl, leave it alone, because Robin is not even a friend to herself. So she's really incapable of being a friend. I feel that Candiace may have been trying to hold on to something that we may not have seen on the camera. So it was probably stuff off of the camera when they were not filming that made her feel like Robin was her friend, as well as what we saw on the camera last season when Robin came to meet up with Candiace and Chris to say that, yeah, I really didn't agree with Gizelle. I thought she was exaggerating, or whatever the words were that she used. So I feel like Candiace may have thought at that moment in time, like, yeah, even though she's friends with Gizelle, this is my girl. She's looking out for me. So Robin is just like a lost cause. And now they're trying to shut her out of being on the show. This stuff is just really ridiculous. I'm so over it. I have not been keeping up with the episodes regularly. I think I may have just recently gotten caught up, or I just haven't seen the last episode yet, but I don't feel like I'm missing anything because this is one of the worst seasons of this show, in my personal opinion. And so I'm not looking forward to watching it. And I just honestly feel that we're at this point in time when it comes to a lot of these Housewives franchises because of how long they have been going on. I mean, think about it. It started many years ago back with The Real Housewives of Orange County, which I watched. I watched it from the beginning. And so it never used to be all of this drama. It was really just people living their real lives and us just watching that. And if you compare that to today, yeah, we would probably say, oh, that's boring. But if that's people's real lives, I mean, that's just kind of what it is. But also this played up drama with Ineka and Wendy and all of this other stuff. I'm just over it. So anyway, I just wanted to share that clip from Candiace's interview with Angela Yee. I'll put a full link to the full interview in the description box. So if you want to, you can check it out. It'll be right there. So guys, let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts in the comments section. Thanks for being here, for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, just keeping it brief, beautiful, and I'm going to say bye.